What's going on, Movie Meals? Game of Thrones last night. All spoilers, we're talking episode 4, right after the Battle of Winterfell. Real quick before we get into it, yes, I realize there's a Spider-Man Far Far From Home trailer that we have not seen, we have not watched. I will not be seeing Kyle till late this evening, so we decided to wait, and so that'll be up late tonight. But it will be up, so check that out. But in the meantime, when he is at work and I've got free time, I'm here to talk Game of Thrones. So let's get into it. This new episode, episode 4. I'm digging this season, man. I actually planning to read the books this summer. Now that I've got all this free time, I loved that we start with this feast scene that's really uncomfortable. I'm a big Gendry fan, so him getting becoming a real Baratheon, becoming the Lord of Storm's End is fantastic. I absolutely love that. I love that he proposes to Arya, and Arya's like, hey, that's not me, but she does it sweet. She kisses him first and says, you're gonna make someone very happy one day, but and I do care about you, but what I am won't work for that, and you've earned it and you deserve it. You're a hero, you deserve to be there. And I just love it, all the uncomfortableness that talks with the Hound. We're seeing the way we see throwbacks to the game. We're seeing Dany feel very isolated. We're watching Varys watch that, as well as Sansa. Jon being praised, even though Arya was the one to take him out, which they do talk about how Arya is the hero, but Jon still being praised, that they'll follow him anywhere, that he rode the dragon. He's gonna do what he can. We find out more, we see Dany beg him not to tell his secret, and he says, I have to. This is my family we're talking about, where, Ned was able to keep that. I don't know why Jon can't, but we see, and I love that when he says you have to swear not to do it, but Sansa says, no, for the good of the realm, I think I need to do that for me, the way I think I'm playing this Game of Thrones as a student of Littlefinger, this needs to be told. So she tells Tyrion, and then I love that line Varys has, saying, hey, this isn't a secret anymore. Now it's information. Now it's gotten around to key people, and yes, not everyone knows, the whole population of, the Westeros doesn't know, but it's information that could be used to change the entire game. And it's making for a very interesting last 2 episodes that I'm just psyched to see. This episode does move a little fast. Normally I don't feel that, even with the Suicide Squad episode, I didn't feel that as much. I was okay with, separating the fantasy from, the reality. I was okay with doing that. But for this, I was like, it didn't bother me, but at the same time, it was like, wow, a lot happened this episode. We get some big deaths, and, Dany's doing her thing, and Dany is starting to act like her dad a little bit. She's getting a little crazy, and I'm not digging it, Dany. What are you doing? Listen to Jon. Listen to Sansa saying, why rush? We can heal. We can get stronger. We don't need to rush. We just won the battle. And she's like, no, I want the Iron Throne now. And then we see all that work Cersei has done to prepare, to wait an ambush to take out a dragon. I watched the sneak peek of next episode. I watched the inside the episode. I love that stuff. I watch any of the documentaries they put on HBO. I absolutely eat it up. And now I'm hearing these theories that maybe the dragon was pregnant when it fell, or that there's something coming out of the water in that trailer scaring everybody, which would be really, really interesting. I know, I was talking to my brother about this, and he was saying he watched a bunch of interviews with, Emilia Clarke and some of the actors and actresses who were saying that, hey, everybody was building up Battle of Winterfell, but there's also supposed to be another really cool battle in this season, which is going to be next episode. I'm expecting some serious stuff to go down. Dany looks like she has no army. She got one dragon. First of all, fly really high and then straight down. Those scorpions only go like this. We're not going straight up. You need to go over them so high they can't see you, and then straight down. That's how you win. But I love it. I love the stuff with the Hound at the dinner scene, not caring. He just, now that he's, beaten the army of the undead, it's just about his brother now. And I love that he's leaving, and Arya joins him, because that is who Arya is. Their banter back and forth was absolutely fantastic. All the Tormund stuff was just incredible. I loved it. I love, him crying was hysterical. I really liked the Brienne and Jaime stuff. It felt like finally we're seeing this. We're seeing this big moment for Brienne. We're finally seeing Jaime become who we want. And then he says, no, and I have to leave. I have to go to Cersei. It's always been about Cersei. It's always been about getting back to Cersei. And I don't think he realizes what he's really going back for yet. I think in his mind, he's saying, I've got to go back. But I don't know if he thinks it's necessarily out of love, because I think this is still in play that Jaime will kill her. which I think would be really interesting. I just think he thinks he needs to go back. He needs to see how this plays out, and he can't just stay with Brienne. He needs to see how this is playing out, and maybe he loves Brienne enough, and he was just saying, if I don't come back, you know, he was pushing her away in case he actually doesn't come back and he loses. But maybe his real, you know, hidden goal is to kill Cersei. I don't know. I can't wait to find out. We got 2 weeks left. All these arcs I love. Yeah, Jon should have probably pet Ghost, but Ghost surviving, looking beaten up. I love that Ghost is going to be freed. I love the, you know, the goodbye with him and Tormund, with him and Sam and Gilly, and, you know, her saying, you know, if we have a boy, we're going to name it Jon. And I love that he goes, well, I hope it's a girl. I just love that. The big thing with the ambush, we lose a dragon quick. And I was kind of thinking something was like that was going to happen. I remember seeing the ships and I was like, this isn't Game of Thrones right now. Something big's about to happen. I thought maybe an arrow would just take out like Grey Worm or Missandei or something. And then no, it's a dragon. And that's a big swing for, you know, Team Cersei. That's a big, big deal, losing that dragon. So maybe there's more dragons to come. I don't know. I can't wait to find out. You know, we do have the big thing with Missandei. I love that Missandei says Dracarys at the end with her final words before getting sliced. We have lost a lot of big players. Everybody's saying we haven't lost any big players. Some of the best arcs in the show to me are, you know, were Theon. I love Jorah. You know, Missandei was fantastic. The dragons are great. And we're losing big characters. Yes, it's not Cersei, Dany, or Jon, which I guess are the big three. Or you know, or Arya or Sansa, but it's coming. And if it doesn't come, I just want to see how these great writers and great creators who have taken such a great inspiration, know the plot points of the books, how they're going to end up ending with Jon or with George's books. And I just want to see that. I want to see this story. I want to see how it plays out. And I'm loving this. I'm loving, you know, Jon should have kept one of the dragons, then you don't lose one. But yeah, guys, anyway, those are my quick thoughts on the episode, a little recap. I really adore this season so far. I think it's just fantastic. But what did you think? Comment below. Let us know. Remember to like, subscribe, share, as always. And remember, again, Spider-Man Far From Home, we will react to the trailer later. We will later tonight. I'm sorry it has to be so late. Please make sure you view that when it drops. Share this around. And as always, thanks for watching, Mom. We'll see you guys.